Project X Yacht. The Triple X Super Yacht that feels like a floating penthouse. Before we even get into the specs, picture this. You're cruising into a marina at golden hour, and the water is doing that glassy mirror thing. Then you see her. A yacht with a profile so clean, it looks like modern architecture that learned how to move. And right in the silhouette, you catch the signature detail. Those bold X shapes carved into the structure like a designer's autograph. Now here's the little tease I'm dropping up front. The most surprising flex on Project X isn't the pool, the jacuzzi, or even the fact that she's nearly 300 feet long. The real flex is a feature that changes how the whole yacht feels when you walk through it. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why that detail matters more than most people realize. Meet Project X, built to be recognizable. From across the harbor, Project X is an 88-meter super yacht, right around 289 feet, delivered in 2022 by Golden Yachts. And this isn't one of those big just to be big builds. This yacht is big with intention. She's constructed with a steel hull and an aluminum superstructure, which is basically the classic serious yacht formula. Strength and stability down low, lighter weight up top. Her beam is about 14.8 meters, which gives you that wide, planted stance in the water. Her draft is roughly 4.5 meters, which tells you she's meant for deep water confidence, not just quick coastal hops. Design-wise, Project X is closely tied to Ken Freivokh, and the interior styling is associated with Massari Design Studio as well. That combo is a big part of why this yacht doesn't feel like a floating furniture catalog. It feels architectural, contemporary, and very deliberate, like a high-end penthouse that just happens to have an ocean under it. Why the X motif works? A lot of yachts try to look futuristic and end up looking like a floating gadget. Project X dodges that completely. The X isn't just decoration. It gives the yacht a visual identity, like a logo you can recognize without reading the name on the stern. In the 80 to 90 meter category, many yachts start to blend together from a distance. You'll see the size, you'll see the height, but your brain can't always pick one out of a lineup. Project X is different. You see it once, and later you'll be scrolling through footage and go, "Wait, that's Project X." That kind of design recognition is expensive in the best way. And honestly, I love that. It's like the difference between a luxury car that's nice and a luxury car you can recognize at night just by the shape of the headlights. Project X has that same signature energy. Key specifications, the numbers that translate into lifestyle. Let's do the specs, but in a way that actually means something for the onboard experience. Project X sits around 2,974 gross tons. Gross tonnage isn't weight, it's volume. Translation: interior space. This is real penthouse volume, not just a long hallway of cabins. That number is a big reason the yacht can feel airy and open without turning every corner into a maze. Performance-wise, Project X is powered by twin diesel engines, commonly reported as Caterpillar units. She's listed with a maximum speed around 18 knots, and that's the sweet spot for a yacht of this type. You're not buying an 88-meter yacht to race. You're buying it to move smoothly, quietly, and comfortably between the places people brag about. Her range is reported up to about 5,500 nautical miles, depending on the cruising profile, which puts her firmly in the cross oceans without drama category. Add stabilizers into the picture, and you get the real luxury. Life on board stays calm, even when the sea doesn't feel like cooperating, because nothing ruins a yacht vibe faster than your espresso trying to escape the cup. The onboard experience: light, space, and the "oh, I get it" moment. Project X is typically presented in charter configuration for up to 12 guests, while also keeping a 9-cabin layout on paper. Crew numbers are generally in the 25-plus range, and that matters more than people admit. Here's why. Superyacht luxury isn't just marble and leather. It's the fact that the place feels like it runs itself. You don't feel served. You feel like the yacht anticipates you. Your drink shows up cold before you realize you're thirsty. Your towel appears like it spawned out of thin air. It's almost supernatural. Now, the main deck is where Project X shows off in a very smart way. There's a large pool aft on the main deck with serious sunbathing space and a bar. The social hub faces the sea, not the walls. That's a design choice I always respect, because some yachts hide their best hangout spots inward. Project X does the opposite. It keeps you connected to the view, the horizon, the water, the whole reason you're out there. Up above, you're looking at an owner-focused zone that includes a private jacuzzi and lounging terraces. It's the kind of setup where you can disappear from the party without leaving the yacht. And there's also a fitness space that doesn't feel like an afterthought. Project X is known for an enclosed gym area up on the Sundeck, with direct access to the big jacuzzi zone. That's the kind of planning that tells you the owner actually uses the yacht, not just photographs it. And then there's a detail that feels extremely modern: a full-beam office or conference room setup. This is the side of yachting that doesn't always make the highlight reels, but it's real. These yachts are floating headquarters. Deals happen here. Negotiations happen here. Meetings happen here where the dress code is flip-flops. But the numbers on the table are absolutely not casual. In other words, Project X isn't only built for leisure. It's built for leverage. The real personality of Project X. Modern wealth, not old money fantasy. Here's my honest take. Project X feels designed for modern wealth. Old money yachts often lean classic. Warm woods, tradition, understated lines, that quiet library mood. Project X leans sleek, bright, and architectural. More glass, more light, more clean geometry. It feels like the yacht version of a contemporary penthouse in Miami or a modern high-rise suite. Except your view isn't stuck. You can wake up with cliffs on one side, a city skyline on the other, and open ocean straight ahead. And when you compare Project X to other giants in the same size bracket, like the ultra-minimal feed ship school, the super sculptural Ocean Co. look, or the Iona small island presence some Lursen yachts have, Project X sits in a unique lane. It's a statement yacht, but not in a glittery, cartoonish way. It's a statement through architecture, through restraint, through being so sharply designed that your brain automatically goes, "Yeah, this is expensive," even before anyone says the number. Money talk, charter pricing, expenses, and what the week really costs. Let's talk charter pricing, because this is where people get curious fast. Project X is widely marketed around €1,200,000 per week, plus expenses. In U.S. terms, that's often roughly in the $1.3 million to $1.4 million per week range, depending on the exchange rate. But plus expenses is doing a lot of work in that sentence. On a motor yacht at this level, you typically also put down an APA, an advanced provisioning allowance, often around 30 to 35% of the base charter fee. That's the onboard expense wallet. Fuel, dockage, food and beverage, special requests, and the little surprises that come with moving a private resort around the Mediterranean. Depending on where you charter, there may also be VAT or local taxes, delivery and redelivery fees, and permits layered on top. So if you like clean math, here's the reality. The weekly charter rate is the headline. The real total is the headline plus the lifestyle. Now, purchase price is always the trickier part. Project X's exact build cost isn't usually published like a sticker on a car window. But in the super yacht world, a custom 88-meter yacht lives firmly in nine-figure territory. Think well north of $100 million, and potentially far higher depending on engineering and custom interior work. And once you own it, operating costs are the part nobody posts. A common industry estimate is that yearly operating costs can land around 8 to 12% of a yacht's value. Crew salaries, maintenance, insurance, dockage, refits, supplies, and fuel. That's why I always say buying a super yacht is like adopting a dragon. Incredible, powerful, unforgettable, but it eats money with enthusiasm. The secret I promised, the feature that changes the whole yacht. All right, time to pay off the hint from the beginning. Yes, the pool is glamorous. Yes, the jacuzzi is the classic super yacht badge. But the signature move on Project X is the way the interior is built around light and vertical space. Project X is known for an atrium concept that visually connects multiple decks, and at the center of that experience is a dramatic glass elevator. And I'm not talking about a tiny lift you squeeze into. This is the kind of elevator that becomes an architectural centerpiece, often described as one of the most striking round glass elevators ever installed on a yacht. That's the real flex. Not, look how much I have, but look how this space feels. Because when you're on a yacht that big, the luxury isn't only the square footage. It's whether it feels alive, whether it feels connected, whether it feels like a home that breathes. Project X doesn't just move you between decks. It creates a sense of one continuous, glowing living space. That's why it stands out, even in a world where 88 meters already puts you in an elite club. Final thoughts. Who Project X is really for? Project X is for someone who wants modern design, huge volume, high service, and a yacht that's instantly recognizable without needing a gold statue on the bow. It's for someone who likes architecture, clean lines, bold choices that don't feel messy. The kind of person who doesn't need to shout, because the silhouette already speaks. Now I want your take, because I actually read the comments, and your answers shape what I cover next. If you had the choice, would you rather charter Project X for a week and go all in on the full super yacht experience? Or would you rather spend that kind of money on a totally different luxury, like private jet access for a year, or a mansion in a top-tier zip code? Tell me which one you'd pick and why. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like so YouTube knows to keep sending you luxury yacht breakdowns, subscribe for more high-end lifestyle stories, and consider joining the channel for members-only extras. And if you want to directly support the channel and keep the next episode rolling, super thanks helps more than you'd think. It's the easiest way to say, keep going, and I genuinely appreciate it.